Well, here we are. Welcome in to Hold the Phone, April 8th.
Bang.
Today we have a massive show talking through the Masters. A weekend like none other, a tradition like none other. We're going to talk a little MLB action, a little NRFI action, as we always do. Some Tuesday dongs. Let's find a simple 6 outs. Loop, we have a hell of a show today that I can't wait to run through.
Welcome to Hold the Phone, presented by BetMGM. If you haven't signed up, use bonus code LOCKS. You'll get up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your first bet loses. BetMGM also has you covered with YurFi/NRFI boost tokens. No sweat tokens, live betting options, much more. Download the app. Use code LOCKS.
NRFI's back. Last night on the Twitter, 3 for 4.
I'll let you know at the end of the day.
Let's see what happens today. We have a full slate of NRFIs today that I am incredibly horny for. But first, Luke, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the national championship last night. We had Houston, and it left me frozen on my couch for about 30 minutes.
Let me say something about this game. Florida only led the last minute. I do think the better team won.
I agree.
And I think if it had gone to overtime, the Gators would have won.
Correct. It's incredible that Houston wins for 39 minutes. Florida, once again, looks at the jaws of defeat. They did it against UConn. They did it against Texas Tech. They did it against Auburn. They're down at almost every halftime. And then they do it against the Cougs. Hell of a season. Cougars showed their offense down the stretch. You know? You got to go downhill. I don't know what the game plan was, what the hell was going on. We lost our ass cheeks on a national championship buzzer beater like we've never seen before. That was tough.
Gators make a 3. Walter Clayton, 3:14 left. Don't make a field goal the rest of the game.
Don't make a field goal.
Houston doesn't get the ball to the basket in the last 75 seconds. 4 fouls in the first half, 26 in the second half. How do you explain that?
And 4 turnovers in the final 2 minutes for Houston.
Correct.
Just absolute melt job. Sell job like none other. It makes me wish Houston never beat Duke. It makes me wish that Duke was there and they win the national championship because that would have just felt right.
Correct.
But instead, here we are. And with that being said, that's enough of the national championship.
Turn the page.
We're going to get to the Masters. And today we have a special guest. We brought in a man who has predicted the last 4 Master champions.
A tradition like no other.
A tradition like none other. 2021, Mr. Matsuyama. 2022, Scotty Scheffler. 2023, John Rahm. 2024, Scotty, from handcuffs to champion green jacket. Let's bring in Bobby, who is now trying to predict his 5th Masters in a row.
How you doing? Hey, guys. How you doing? Big fan. It's a big moment for me. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me on, guys.
A man who, after this show, is traveling to the Masters.
Oh, I'll be there Sunday.
Little place called Augusta.
I'm excited. It's going to be a great time. Going to slam some $2 pimento cheese sandwiches. And things are going to be good. Things are going to be good.
So, all right, we brought in a golf sharp, a golf specialist, and we're going to run through picks here. We have first-round leaders. We're going to talk about our champions, and then we're going to talk about top 5, top 10s, top 20s. So first, Nels, let's bring on the first graphic. Let's talk about our Masters here. So the yellow line is my top 5, top 10, top 20. The middle line is Loop's top 5, top 10, top 20. And the bottom is Bobby's top 5, top 10, top 20. So let's just run through this. Dolan, we'll let you take the stage first on some of your picks and some of your thoughts.
Okay, so, listen, guys, I've predicted the last 4. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I got a feel for the game, feel for the course. I've watched a lot of Masters in my day. So I hate the fact that I'm doing this. I don't want to do this because I always root for the guy. I always feel like I'm betting on him. I'm doing my thing. I'm always cheering him on. And I don't want to do this, but I think Rory's the guy this year.
Yeah, I do too.
He just won them. Right. He just wanted the players.
Yeah.
He's got his heart.
I feel like every time I get behind Rory, he ends up fucking me.
Well, it's interesting that the guy with the most juice hasn't won a major in 12 years. What, 11 years?
It's insane.
He's beyond due. He's statistically due. So I do agree. I love him for a top 5, and I also like him to possibly be grabbing the green jacket this
I've been
year.
saying it all week. Golf needs nothing more than Rory McIlroy to put that green jacket on Sunday.
Yeah.
It would just
dead.
rejuvenate the golf world.
Yep.
PGA Tour, Liv will be shaking in their boots. Give me Rory to win. Should I go through the rest?
Yeah, so the cat's out of the bag.
Okay, so
Going
Rory's.
for his 5th straight Master champion, Rory McIlroy.
Book it.
2025. I know it's not.
Chalk.
Yeah, it's not
Chalk.
the most out of the dark, coming out
I
of
just
the
got a
closet
good
here.
feeling about him. But,
Yeah.
we'll go to some other ones. So I got top 10. I got Justin Rose.
Yeah, that's it.
He plays
That's a
well at
shout.
Augusta.
Yep.
He's also had some sneaky finishes throughout the year. He was
Oh, yeah.
T3 at Pebble, tough course to play. And then also he played well at Bay Hill. He was cut at the Players. So I like Rose. He came in second that one year against Sergio. I'm pretty sure there was a playoff. And, he's got that old, cagey sort of game, fairways, greens,
Hang in there.
Yeah.
soft hands.
Brick by brick.
Give me Rose.
Yep.
Sneaky top 10. All right, now this is
Yeah, this
one that's
top
going to turn
20.
some heads here.
Plus 2,000.
All right, so
What the hell's going on here?
you look at the odds.
Yep.
You got Cabrera. The guy, he got out of jail last year. Not a good guy.
No.
I'm not saying, hey, let's
No.
put this guy up on a podium and
30
worship
months,
him.
30 months in prison.
Not a good guy.
This is
No.
your boy.
Not a good guy. But he just competed recently in a senior tournament and won by 2 shots. So game's still there. I'm not sure what he was doing. He had some time off. He got out of jail, and the PGA Tour let him on after an extended period of time. So maybe the
Yeah.
boy, maybe he was hitting some shots,
El
working on a
Paco,
short game.
The duck.
Yeah, the duck. And plus he's got some legendary parts of his game. Like there was that one year when he was just huffing darts down
Mhm.
18 against Tiger, took down
Mhm.
Tiger. So I feel like as far as his legacy is concerned, again, not a good guy.
Correct.
But if a guy's gonna get out of jail and go out and compete at Augusta,
Yeah.
it feels like a story,
Yeah.
something that could go on his resume. Like, hey man,
Not
Yeah.
condoning the personal
Not
life, but you
condoning-
like
no.
him on the course.
not a good guy.
Not a
but
good guy.
he hits a nice high butter cut, which is good for him.
Good guys don't always come in
So-
first, dude.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on a couple of our picks. Top 5 for me, the top line, Ludwig Oberg, my boy,
Oberg,
dude.
yeah,
I love
stud.
him. He's always in the mix. He's always grinding. Love him for a top 5. I also like him to possibly win this puppy. Top 10, I'm going to go with the classic route, Bryson DeChambeau. I feel like he's always got some juice going into the tournament. I feel like he's always hanging around.
Major
You know,
last
all
year.
of a
Yep.
sudden, he could be a round 1 leader. He could be battling into the weekend. I love him at plus 160, top 10. He's either top 3 or he's not making the cut.
Mhm.
And then top 20, me and Loop.
You stole my pick.
I know. This is wild. Minwoo Lee.
Made me leave.
Okay,
He's
yeah,
hot.
fresh
Got his
off a
first
win.
He's hot.
Fresh off a win.
For a top 20 to get plus 140
I
feels
will
like
say
taking
this.
candy from a baby.
I will say this: I'm not bashing on the pick. I like Minwoo
Sounds
Lee,
like you're about to bash
but
the pick.
I get a little hesitant
Yeah, he's going to come out and
when
be
guys
dog
are
shit.
playing well,
Yeah.
because it's like everyone's high on him, and then it's all of a
Yeah.
sudden they're like 38 on the front 9. You're like,
Yep.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got a
But I like Minwoo Lee. I'm rooting for you, big dog.
He's got a 14th and a 22nd at Augusta, Minwoo.
Okay.
Top 20 at the Players, 12th at Phoenix Open. He's hot. He's
He is
playing
hot.
well.
Yeah.
And then Loops.
Yeah, I'm going with Colin Morikawa. I feel like you can get a little more value with Morikawa, but he's still one of those guys who is going to be there.
I feel like
You know,
there's a
you're-
lot of buzz with him.
You're getting plus
He's a fan
1,400
favorite right now.
5th in 2022, 10th in 2023, 3rd in 2024. The guy's all over it. He's
Ball
so
striker.
good. He's going to be there on Sunday.
Putting
Just
well.
gives you a little more value than a Rory or a Scotty, but
Putting well, aim point. That's the thing, though, about Morikawa. Guys, I'm not bashing on the picks, okay? I like the picks, but I'm
This is
saying,
bullshit, dude.
Morikawa comes from the new school. He's an aim point guy. I'm not sure if the guys at Augusta will like that. They're more
Yeah.
of a Crenshaw feel, sort of, So I'm rooting for him. Hell of a ball striker, hell of a kid,
And then Robert McIntyre. What did I just read? Has been in the top 11 in his last 5 tournaments. 8th at the Players, 6th at the Phoenix Open, and you got to like a lefty at Augusta.
Lefty at Augusta, yeah.
That's a sharp pick, dude.
Yeah.
Robert McIntyre, top 10,
Another
plus
fan
320.
favorite. I feel like people love him.
Yeah, he's solid.
A
And
lot
then
of
we both-
value on this
And
board.
then we both have Minwoo Lee. All right, let's go to the next graphic.
Take a screenshot, drink it in, suck it down. Here we go.
Yep. Round 1 leaders.
Mm-hmm.
This is one that's a very, very fun one.
If
You
one of
know, you
these
just
hits,
pull
I'm gonna
for-
move to Ibiza.
You shrink this tournament down to 18 holes. And it's kind of up the same alley for me. I love Ludwig Oberg. I'm going to continue to ride with him. If he's winning round one, that'd be great. If he's winning at the end of the tournament, even better. Hopefully it's one of for me. And then Luke, talk a little Jordan Spieth.
I feel like Oberg is I feel like Gen Z loves Oberg. That's going to be their guy. They're all over him.
I love him.
Do you watch Netflix? Do you watch him?
Yeah, and then every tournament, I feel like he's always just in the hunt. I'm not the biggest golf guy. I'm not going to sit here and say that I am, but Oberg just seems like he's got that dog.
And this is his second Masters, right? Last year was his first, and what are you, top 5?
Yeah.
Second place or whatever?
Fought, dude.
No problem. He said this Augusta place is not a problem for me.
Yeah, right.
Big, strong, perfect swing, good looking, good
Yep.
jawline.
Sweet.
Spieth, I just feel like there's no way he wins because he's so prone to making
But he could come out the gates
like
hot.
3/8 on Saturday and Sunday. But I feel like for a first round leader, he does have some magic. If he can hold it together, he has a chance, and then he'll be like in the lead and shoot 78 on Friday.
Talk about a guy that used to have that magic at Augusta, man.
I think it all lost that 1 year.
When he put the ball in the
he
drink
dunked in
like
the
4
drill.
times.
I think his whole career ended at that. Honestly, he was the hottest thing on planet Earth. And then since then, he hasn't won dick. It's tough. Another guy that golf needs to be good again, I think, Jordan Spieth.
Yeah, man, I'm rooting for him.
Really?
Another guy I'm rooting for right here,
Hideki Matsuyama.
Matsuyama. I like guys that.
I got fucked on him last year in the Masters.
What'd you do?
I mean, I took him, I think, like top 10 or top 20. He ended up getting smoked.
Yeah, I think I like past champions at Augusta. Course doesn't change.
Yep.
If you show like, hey, I can play this course well, then who's saying you can't the next couple of years? So give me Matsuyama. He can go low. He's got a history of doing that.
This
Plays
makes
Augusta
sense.
well.
He was the first man who started your streak of now 4 straight Masters champions. And if you're just joining in, this is Bobby, our golf guy, our golf expert, traveling to the Masters in Augusta this weekend. He's predicted the last 4 Master champions dating back to 2021. Matsuyama, Scotty Scheffler, John Rahm, last year Scotty Scheffler. And for the 5th straight year, going for 5, his Masters champion is
Rory McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy.
I hate to say it.
Yep.
I feel like he always lets me down. I'm always pulling for him, but I feel like this is the year, man.
This is a special episode to have you sitting next to me, Bob.
Hey, I'm happy to be here.
We appreciate you coming in. And let's go to our final graphic of the Masters. It's just looking at the odds. Do we have that one? If it's not, that's okay. That's okay. We're just going to be looking over the odds.
You know what I was going to say is interesting here? Not one of us wrote down the name, Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, that felt too chalky for a guy like me. I can't come
so
on here.
Rory.
So I went with Rory instead, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I just,
I got a couple DMs and texts about possibly like Justin Thomas in a top 10. I feel like he always ends up screwing me. A lot of fan favorite Joaquin Niemann. He's always getting buzz.
Yeah, I've been kind of staying away from Liv, man. I've been kind of staying away from Liv. I mean, obviously Bryson won a major last year, but that's the only like Liv guy.
These Liv guys got to come back to the tour.
It's over. I hate it.
You had your fun, you got your money. Let's bring golf back together.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
all right, so we'll just go around my Masters champion. I'm going to roll with Ludwig Oberg plus 2,000. Ludwig Oberg to win the Masters. Give us a green jacket plus 2,000. Bobby, got Rory.
I got Roars.
And
I got Roars. He's so due.
I also want to say one more thing about the dinner that they're going to have and what you guys think about the menu. Have you seen this?
No.
Scheffler's gets to choose the menu because he won. Appetizers, cheeseburger, sliders, firecracker, shrimp. Pretty good.
Solid.
Papa Chef's meatball and ravioli bites.
Mm.
Then Texas-style chili, a wood-fired cowboy ribeye or black.
Balls deep in the chili.
I feel like you got to do better with the appetizers. I found out recently. So when you win the Masters, obviously you get the Champions Dinner. Bro, you got to pay for everything.
You got to pay for the whole dinner?
You got to pay for like the whole dinner.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So like when Matsuyama, he
Is
Oh,
there
here are our odds right here.
There we go.
Nels,
Oh,
bad
nice.
boy.
That a babe, Nels.
So Scotty Scheffler, obviously the favorite, sitting at plus 450. Got McIlroy right there at plus 650. Morikawa at plus 1,400. Oberg at 2,000. John Rahm, that's a name we didn't mention. DeChambeau, I rolled with him top 10. Xander Schauffele. Xander. I mean, Luke, you talked a little bit about Xander.
Sneaky 2 majors last year.
2 majors last year, had the rib injury, could have won twice at Augusta. I mean, he came in, I think, second and third one year it was all his and he hit it in the water. I mean, talk about a guy that on Sunday, if you don't take, you could be kicking yourself.
Very true.
Knows how to win a major.
Yeah. Well, all right. That's going to do it for our Masters segment. We gave top 5, top 10, top 20. Bobby Dolan. It has been a pleasure.
A lot of pressure, dude. Rory.
Come on,
A
Roars.
lot of pressure.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
Like I said, I'll be there Sunday. So if it's
Bring it
down the
home.
stretch, if it's Rory and someone
Sneak
else,
that phone in. Do some coverage for us.
you might hear a guy cough really loud in someone's backswing.
Yeah.
If you could, Rory could get that dub.
Jackass.
Yep.
All right, boys. I'll see you guys later.
It was a pleasure.
I'll say one more thing about the Masters, dude.
Yeah.
Sports calendar really knows how to deliver.
Yeah, thank God.
March Madness ends.
Thank God.
Final Four, you're all off that high of March Madness. Bang. Jim Nance, Thursday.
Bang.
Hi, friends.
All righty. The time has come. We rotate from Masters coverage to the MLB. Who has it better than us on Tuesday, April 8th? We go to the Diamond, a place like none other. Loop,
Yes.
game number 1.
Yes. Hold on.
Dodgers
Tweet
don't
out that
lose.
we're talking baseball. Get
I
some
already
people to
did.
join.
I'm way ahead of you.
The Dodgers. You want to know what I have to say about the Dodgers?
Let me know. They don't lose back-to-back. That's
the
for sure.
third place Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West.
Yep. Special. Giants, Padres, buzzing.
Interesting stuff.
I know.
Third-
We're going to talk about both those teams in the NL West right now. So game number 1.
Yep.
We traveled to our nation's capital, Shohei Ohtani, yesterday at the White House. Loop, the Dodgers do not lose back-to-back.
Yep.
All right? And they also are coming off losing a series
Correct.
to the Phillies. They're winning this ball game today. Pick number 1, Dodgers to win today. Teams to win today, number 1, Dodgers.
9-3 Dodgers. I feel like 9 out of every 12 games, probably what they're going to do all year, win about 120.
Yep. All right, next game down the line. We have the Toronto Blue Jays in an AL East matchup against the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox were on top of the world on Sunday. They sweep the Cardinals. Then yesterday, they come back to earth. However, today, Crochet.
Lost last night. A wise man, my father, Mike Lupico, used to tell me back in the day, momentum in baseball is today's starting pitcher.
Yep.
And who's that?
Garrett Crochet.
Mr. Garrett Crochet. And when Crochet is on the mound, the Red Sox don't lose. Put it in the fucking books.
Yep. And this is Crochet's first start in Fenway.
Yeah.
That's going to be special. Very special day.
Holy
So
shit.
with that being said,
I've
our
choked.
second team to win today, making his debut in Fenway, bounce back from yesterday. Give us the Boston Red Sox
Bang it into my
to get
arm.
the job done.
Come on.
Come on. All right, continuing
I will
on
say
down the
Blue
line.
Jays better than I thought.
Blue Jays can
Good lineup.
suck a ball.
Sure.
Here we go. We head to Sacramento, a place that feels cursed. The ball has been flying. The Athletics have yet to win a game in their new stadium. 0-4 at home. The big bad Padres in a monster NL West division got the job done last night. Now it's even a bigger starting pitching discrepancy today. We have Dylan Cease on the bump going against Mr. Springs. We got to roll with the Padres here. We got to roll with the Padres. We're going to talk Tuesday dongs later. The ball's been flying in Sacramento.
Like I said about the third place Dodgers. Now we're talking about the first place Padres.
I saw a plus 50,000 parlay last week that hit in the third inning between the Cubs and the Athletics in Sacramento with Tucker, Bangaliers, Rooker,
These
Suzuki.
ex-Astros can really hit.
Yeah, they can. Between Springer, Tucker, Altuve, Bregman, everyone.
Correct.
Everyone under the sun. With that being said, our third team to win today, give us Dylan Cease and the San Diego Padres to continue.
See, Snurfy? We got
to stay
Nerfies
hot.
coming up. Stay around. You don't know.
Stay around.
Just
Stay
a little
around.
teaser.
Here we go. All right, our fourth game, Loop. We travel to Kansas City, not a place we're often located. It's for one thing and one thing only. I said it last season, I say it this season, I'll say it in the future. I will always get behind fading Pablo Lopez.
Okay.
He's taking the bump today for the Minnesota Twins on the road, a massive series. And we have Mr. Cole Reagans on the bump, a man I believe is the true starter, the true ace of this Kansas City Royals team. So with that being said, another team to win today, Tuesday, April 8th, is the Kansas City Royals.
And we'll get to it, but I was looking at Nerfies. Reagan's 1.93 ERA against the Twins. Lopez 2.50 against the Royals. Could be a low-scoring game.
That could be a good shout, dude.
There we go.
That could be sneaky. That could be sneaky.
Sneaky.
Continue on down the line. We have a little desert action, some desert
You hate
ball.
the Orioles, dude.
I don't hate the Orioles.
You hate the Orioles.
I just love fading them. And today, the Orioles are out in the desert where they got the job done yesterday. I don't think it happens 2 days in a row. You know why, Lou? They have a 60-year-old on the bump in Charlie Morton.
I have two bolded notes today. When Crochet pitches, the Sox don't lose, and Charlie Morton throws pus.
Correct. The last time we are 1-0 this season, fading Charlie Morton.
Correct.
Last time it was against the Red Sox in Camden Yards. Now we get them out in the desert against the Snakes.
Could see some Tuesday dongs.
Could see some Tuesday dons. Also, the Snakes are coming off losing back-to-back games, their final game of the series against the Nationals, and now their leading series, the first game of the series against the O's. They're not losing 3 straight, especially against Charlie Morton. Give us the Arizona Diamondbacks for another team to win today. A beautiful, beautiful slate on this Tuesday on the Diamond.
I think those odds are wrong. People in the chat are saying it, and now I'm looking.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's even.
110. It's even.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I was going to say Snakes at minus 200 seems crazy.
Apologize. Continue on down the line. All right, Loop, this is a frisky one. I'm going to get frisky with the feet here. You know why? Because the Giants, everyone's all of a sudden looking at the Giants. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, all eyes are going on the Giants. All of a sudden, Giants. They're 8-2. And
ahead
you know
of the Dodgers.
And now they're only minus 130 after losing to the Reds yesterday. The Reds are dog shit. Everyone knows that.
Correct.
But I'm telling you right now, Hunter Green was on the bump yesterday. This two-headed monster at the top of the rotation for the Cincinnati Reds, if they can give run support like they did yesterday, is dangerous. So, with that being said, I will gladly get in bed with Nick Lodolo going against Mr. Rupp on the bump for the Giants. Give us the Reds as dogs to win back-to-back in the Bay.
All of a sudden, I wouldn't have expected on April 8th, the Reds seem like they're the most polarizing team in baseball. I don't see anything about anybody else. It's all Reds, Reds, Reds.
Well, a lot of people were very high on this ball club in the Central before the season.
And then they got shut out 3 times in a row.
Yep, and then all of a sudden they were on billboards around the country about going 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, you know?
Yep.
So, with that being said, let's see some progression from the Reds. Let's see some regression for the Giants and give us the Reds to win today.
Come on.
And continue on down the line. Here is our recap.
Sum it up, baby.
For Tuesday, April 8th, teams to win today on the Diamond. It is such a beautiful game. It is such a beautiful day. Baseball teams to win today. The Red Sox with Garrett Crochet making his debut in Fenway. The Dodgers. They don't lose back-to-back, especially coming off losing a series to the Philadelphia Phillies. The Royals, because we fade Pablo Lopez, any chance we get with Cole Ragans on the bump at home. The Diamondbacks, out in the desert going against 60-year-old Charlie Morton. He loves throwing pus. Give us the Snakes. Then the Padres, out in Sacramento. The team is cursed. The stadium's cursed. The ball's going to be flying. We have a Don coming out of that game. Give us the Padres to win in Sacramento in the 6th and final game in the Bay. Underdogs better be barking loud. Nick Lodolo, give us the Reds.
Come on. Hell of a run down there, dude.
Come on. And now.
I feel like that's at least 5 for 6.
And now.
Tuesday dong.
Let's talk Tuesday dongs.
Come on. Chat, get in here. Give us some dongs.
A dong for you, a dong for me. Everyone goes happy.
Flood the comments with some dongs right now, chat. Is this the Going for Glory parlay? I think on Tuesdays, instead of the Going for Glory 6-legger Friday, we're going to do Tuesday dongs.
Tuesday's dongs.
Friday.
6-legger Friday. We hit first Friday, last Friday. We will give away to some chat next this upcoming Friday.
Yeah. Friday's the day for the 6-legger. Tuesday's the day for dongs. So you're going to pick a dong. I'm going to pick a dong. Maybe we'll throw in a dong from chat. 3 dongs parlay.
3 dongs.
Bang.
That would be gas. There you go. All right. So, as I said, the ball has been flying in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Suzuki go nonstop yard there. Swanson, Tucker in a series against the Cubs. Now, last night, Soderstrom goes yard twice. Tatis goes yard. Ball has been flying in Sacramento. And you know who's hot right now? for the San Diego Padres. He hit 2 doubles last night. Let's get a little higher of an exit velo. Let's get a little better of a launch angle on this ball. Show me for my Tuesday dong in Sacramento where the ball flies high, Manny Machado to go yard tonight. That's my dong.
Dude, you know what? I had Tatis. I was looking at Tatis, but decided to go against it. I'm going with a guy who's hitting 176. Hit his first dong of the year the other night.
Wow.
Yordan Alvarez. Bang. Facing
Dude.
Luis Castillo. 7 for 14 in his career off Castillo with 2 dongs. He's breaking out of the slump. He's coming hard. He's coming fast. And he's going deep.
He's coming for a dong.
Come on.
Dongs are coming.
Show me a dong.
Dongs are coming everywhere.
People in the chat love Machado.
Manny Machado.
Machado. Q Todd, Machado, Dinger.
Come on, dude. That's crazy.
Now I'm nervous.
So you have Yordan.
Yep, you got Machado. And then
I'm putting it in parlay right now.
come on. And then we got Goldie from Q Todd. Ryan Osborne says Trout. Brady clicked Tatis hit one yesterday. What about Phillies Braves? Hoskins and Coors. Any of these speaking to you?
In Coors.
Teo,
Coors
J Ram,
Field.
Jackson, Merrill, Lindor, Suzuki. Ovio Jumpman's loving Suzuki. That's our guy.
Suzuki's hot, dude.
Suzuki is hot. He hits missiles.
The pitching matchup definitely scares me in Atlanta.
Good.
I know you said Phillies, Braves. I mean, I could maybe see like
God, I say Phillies, your mind just
Austin
goes right
Riley
to it.
or
One track mind.
Austin Riley or Schwarber. Coors Field maybe rings a bell. Could we see someone from a Brewer, a possible Brewer?
Hoskins,
Javi
Witt, Jackson Merrill, a sleeper, Corbin.
Can't find Yordan.
I don't know. Well, we can tabulate it after.
All right, so our third and final dong, Jackson Merrill, sleeper, Bobby Witt, Corbin Carroll. Dude, we should take someone out in the desert against fucking Puss Charlie Morton.
Sure.
I was looking at maybe like Josh Naylor.
I don't hate it.
Your guy Suarez.
Yeah, Eugenio Suarez. You want to throw him in there? Come on.
I like that.
Charlie Morton?
I could see Tyler O'Neill, too, going against Merrill Kelly.
I could see that. Chat, what do we think? Bregman?
I feel like O'Neill.
A lot of chat saying Bregman, dude.
I haven't seen O'Neill go yard in a while. Dude, yeah, or Sock. They're going against a dog shit pitcher.
Let's go Bregman.
All right.
We got a lot of Bregmans in the chat.
All right, let's go Bregman.
We got Elian saying Bregman. We got Jack saying Bregman.
I love that we have a lot of options, though.
Oh, of course. There's going to be a lot of dongs. That's why they call it Tuesday Dongs. Also facing a lefty, Easton Lucas. Bregman loves a lefty, dude. There we go.
Of course, Yordan's not on the book for me to put in the parlay.
We're going to get it. We're going to get it there. We're going to tweet it out.
I wish I knew the odds.
We'll put in someone comparable. Find out.
It's like they don't want us to take
Find
him.
out what the relative, of course, because they heard me say it.
They don't want us to take him.
It's okay.
Um,
We're going to put it together. We'll put it together later. We'll tweet it out.
All right. So our Tuesday dongs are Manny Machado, Yordan Alvarez, and Alex Bregman.
Come on.
Alex Bregman.
Come on.
Alex Bregman. All right.
Be special.
Now,
Tuesdays for dogs.
before you get to the Nerfy graphic, I wanna talk about our Nerfy of the day.
Okay.
Because the Nerfy graphic shows 3 Nerfies.
Okay.
But it's time to set the stage. It is time to set the stage. It is time for our Nerfy. Because today is day 8 of betting a Nerfy every single day of April and adding $100 each day. We stand 2-5, down $1,300.
Could be worse.
We're going to bend, not break. We're fighting like no one's ever seen a fight before. Today is April 8th, which means $800 on a single Nerfy. Luke?
Yeah.
And I will sit here and tell you there will not be a run scored in the first inning today between the Cardinals and the Pirates. Sonny Gray, Paul Skeens.
Skeens Day.
Sonny Gray, Nerfy record, 23-5. Paul Skeens, Nerfy record, 18-5. We're going to continue to fight. There's a long month ahead. Pirates haven't scored in 9 of their first 11 innings in the first. I kind of fucked that up. Pirates haven't scored in the first inning in 9 of 11 games.
There we go.
The Cardinals, we have Paul Skeens going against the Cardinals.
Correct.
So if I'm doing the math correctly, if the Pirates aren't going to score in the first, and Paul Skeens is pitching against the Cardinals at home, and it's going to be 29 degrees at first pitch in the Steel City.
Correct.
This is a simple 6 outs.
I'm starting to worry about this juice, dude, but
We're drowning in juice.
Yep.
But this is the only way we can do it.
Yep.
We're drowning in juice, but this is the only way we can do it.
Yep.
So with that being said, give us Cardinals, Pirates, NRFI, and we will see you for day 9. Let's pull up the graphic.
We've never needed anything more.
Here we go. So here's the NRFI radar. Sonny Gray, 23-5. Paul Skeens, 18-5. And the 2 bonus NRFIs. If you want to get fucking frisky on a Tuesday night, you look for 18 outs between the Cardinals, Pirates, Phillies, Braves, Astros, and Mariners.
People are saying NRFIs are dead.
That's not true.
People were saying NRFIs are dead.
They're statistically due.
NRFIs, you get plus money. They always win. I'm starting to think crazy thoughts in my head about it.
Today's only day 8, and it feels like it's been a long month.
It has.
But we have 22 NRFIs.
It has.
And they're only going to stack higher and higher. And we're going to go brick by brick.
Ovio
The fish,
Jumpman says it's the wrong game. You
the
gotta
fish,
pivot.
the fish don't just jump on the boat.
They don't.
What's Ovio saying?
He says, no, Gavin, you have to pivot from that game. He's scared for you. Now Gavin scared himself.
That's not the energy we need, dude. The Pirates put up
People like ATO and Philly. NRFI was slapping all day yesterday.
The Pirates put up 8 runs yesterday. They're not scoring in the first. And if Paul Skeens can give us 3 outs when it's practically snowing
correct
in the Steel City, we're going to get 6 outs without a run.
Please.
I mean, it doesn't get more simple.
I feel like if we lose this one, we're dead. There's never been more at stake.
We're never dead.
We might be dead if we lose this
We're alive, dude.
Could be dead.
Ovio, all right, he said he'll call in and tell us which one. Those are the 3 NRFIs. We also love Zach Wheeler and Chris Sale because
we're dropping the link in the chat.
That's an NL East rivalry game, and that will most likely go NRFI. And then also Astros Seattle with Luis Castillo and Framer Valdez. So with that being said, let's get to the guest call-in.
It's going to be Ovio. He's not happy with you. There we go. What do we got?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
We're doing great.
Ovio, what do we have?
Gavin, man, you have to pivot from the St. Louis game.
Bro, you
because,
can't do
listen, bro. You got to go with Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler on the mound. You can't put your hands on Sonny Gray. Not in this matchup. You can't.
Now he's scared. He's got fear.
Paul Skeens will give us the 3 outs. Sonny Gray is due for regression. And in a game like this where you think you're going to get the 3 outs from him, I don't have a feeling. I don't have a good feeling about it. The NRFI of the day is Zach Wheeler against Chris Sale in Atlanta.
Good.
And if you want
to the rest of the day,
and for a home run pick, I like Seiya Suzuki. He's batting .400 against Patrick Corbin with 2 dongs.
I like that.
I do. The Cubbies are hot right now. It's my team, but they're hot right now. They're putting up runs. I like them today. And as terms of money line, the Dodgers, that's another one, Gavin. They're playing a bullpen day, and the Nationals like to run, and the Dodgers cannot keep up slowing down the run game. It was exposed yesterday.
He's not buying what you're selling, dude.
Talking to a man who watches baseball daily. The Dodgers. I'm not gonna go. I'd rather take Schoolball on the mound today against the Yankees than the Dodgers today. As crazy as that sounds.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna keep the Dodgers. I'm gonna stay on the Dodgers because they're just statistically I don't care who's on the bump. Their lineup comparative to the Nationals shouldn't win 2 games against the Dodgers. I know that you know, that sounds like it's very basic of a public way of thinking, but it's just a Tuesday in Washington, and I like our odds, and but I am contemplating now the NRFI dude.
Yeah,
You're killing.
I looked at
me
the
that Wheeler sale is less juice than the Skeens one.
I
mean,
looked
dude,
at
Sonny Gray is coming off a game allowing 5 runs to the Angels and let up a solo dick shot in the first inning. It's a very cold day in Pittsburgh. I doubt there's any solo shots. When you look at Braves, Phillies, you got in the top of the lineup, you want to talk about due for progression. Michael Harris, Ozzie Albies, Ozuna, Riley, Olsen. These are also all guys who have faced Wheeler plenty of times. It worries me a little. All those guys have been terrible.
Yep.
And then on the other side, you got Schwarber, Harper, and fucking Trey Turner. Or
there is massive star power in that game. Philadelphia is not good against lefties, and the Braves have been dog shit with their bats. And
Gavin's in a pretzel now.
that's the trend I'm going with. And the thing with Sonny Gray is, I guess he'll give up. He didn't have a good game last time, but when there's Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz, those guys right there, like they're one solo shot away. But not only that, if one of those guys get on base, they're gonna steal on Sonny Gray.
Yeah. Well, all right. Now I'm in a little bit of a pretzel. I feel like they could both end up hitting.
Yes, they could both end up hitting.
I'm now contemplating.
Listen, we got 6+ hours, 5+ hours of game time. There's time to think about it.
A lot of golf left.
Ovio, we appreciate you, brother.
Either way, we're right with you, Gavin, at the end of the day.
Come on.
We're going to continue to fight, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate the call. Let's continue on down the line. Q Todd. Lock of the day. How we feeling?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What up, bro?
Not much. I got 3 letters for you today. ADI. Air Density Index. I played baseball in high school.
Yep.
For some reason, when I went up north, I was able to hit the ball better.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. With
Okay.
air density index, you have high elevation equals low air density. What that means is that pitchers can't control pitches. So you will see less sliders, less curveballs, less breaking balls. You will see more fastballs, which are easier to hit.
Sounds like more dongs.
Yeah, so we're going to go to Colorado and Milwaukee, where there's the highest elevation ever in Denver. We're going to go over 9.5 runs. I expect to see 12+ runs this game.
Hell yeah.
It's probably a lock.
Yeah, it sounds like a lock.
All right, the next one is ADI, low air density. I'm going to take Seattle and Houston, where Seattle has one of the fields with the highest air density. So I'm going to go NRFI for Seattle and Houston. Valdez, Castillo on the mound, both has a 3 ERA. I'm expecting this game to end at 1-0. I'm going to also sprinkle the no home run at plus 440.
That's a lot. That's a lot of info. I love it. That's junkie hours.
That was a perfect call, Q Todd.
It's a science narrative, but like I said, I played baseball in high school. I was able to hit the ball better up north where there's higher elevation. Let's fucking go, fellas.
Hell yeah.
Special. Q Todd, always a pleasure.
I feel like I just went to class.
Yeah, let's continue to go down the line.
Bro.
Anthony, how we feeling?
Anthony, what's up?
Yo, how are you guys doing? I just want to say
good, dude.
Good job with the show and stuff like that. I got a lock today, and it's an unexpected one. Okay?
Hell yeah. Here we go.
I need you guys to hear me out on this, all right? Been watching the games, been sitting on the couch. I got something for you guys today, all right? This is for the chat, too, everybody watching live on YouTube. I got New York Yankees versus Tigers, NRFI. Don't overthink it. The NRFI's going to hit in that game. I'm telling you right now. That's your NRFI for today. That's your lock. NRFI on the New York Yankees.
With 3. Scoop will get 3. It's just, dude, Tiger, NRFI's first one of the day.
You're gonna have to trust me on this, bro.
Just screams a fluke shit, but I don't hate it.
But listen, that's the unexpected nerfy of the day for sure. New York Yankees, but a safe one, all jokes aside, would be Philly and Braves game.
Yeah, we like that too.
But I'm serious about this Yankees one, though.
Decision to make between Skeens and Sale.
No, wait, actually stay away from that one. I know you already picked it, but listen, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why right now, okay? Just hear me out. All you see is Skeens mess up his pitch once, and you just see a home run on St. Louis.
Could be a dong. Tuesday dong.
They just hit it out of the park on Skeens. It's the first time for everything, but watch out for that one.
Watch out for the dong. I'm with you.
All right, we appreciate the nerfies, Anthony. Appreciate you, bro. We got Stop Selling.
Oh, shit.
What up, bro?
All right. What up? How y'all doing?
Good, man. How we feeling about tonight?
Bro, I'm feeling good. It's just a pretty easy, quick 3-legger plus 521.
What do we got?
We got Dodgers minus 1.5.
Nice.
Against
Nats.
This is his first career start, and I don't think it's going to be a very good one, especially coming off a loss. Second leg, Padres money line. Michael King has been
that as well.
He's going to come off another good game, so I think JP is going to get shit on personally.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then third leg, Alex Bregman over 1.5 bases.
Wow.
He's going against a pitcher he's 1 for 2 on with a double and 2 RBIs. So, and he's been hot. So I think he's going to send it over the green.
Dude, that was our chat home run. Breggs,
I'm telling you, 521. Just throw an easy 100 on it. Give it to the people when you win.
Dodgers, Padres, Breggs over 1.5. Stop selling.
Thanks
Appreciate
for the call,
you, dog.
bro. See you on the other side.
Well, dude, it was a glorious show. It was a glorious day.
Man. I got to deal with this shit for the rest of the day. You going back and forth, Skeens and fucking Zach Wheeler and Chris Sale and Skeens. Loop, what do you think?
I'm worried about dongs in Atlanta, but that's neither here
Tuesday
nor there.
dongs.
That's neither here nor there.
All right, hell of a show, dude. Masters.
Hell of a show. That was a hell of a
Friday,
rundown.
we're going to do the
Friday
show.
at noon.
You're going to Coachella. So you're going to do the show from there, from the festival. So that's going to be interesting. Masters is going to be live.
Do it that morning of the show.
He's going to be live from Benson Boone.
No, I'm not.
On someone's shoulders at Coachella.
This is unbelievable.
And
now everyone's
giving out Masters live locks. Friday's going to be a hell of a show.
Fellas, Tuesday, Fridays, noon Eastern.
Subscribe to the page.
Noon Eastern, Tuesday, Fridays. Put the notification on. And there's nowhere else you would rather be than this show. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Baseball all summer. NFL draft coming up. Masters this weekend. Everything in between. We will see you on the other side.
Thanks, BetMGM. Thanks, producer Nels. Hell of a show.
Yep.